from drifting lights in the night sky to strange objects with no clear origin. For generations, humanity has looked upward and asked a timeless question. Are we alone? That question, once trapped in the pages of fiction and whispered dreams, now steps closer to the realm of fact. Because something remarkable has been found. Not hidden in old books or classified documents, but in the light of a distant star. Through the eyes of our most powerful telescope, a world has begun to speak. Not with words, but with a breath, a chemical whisper through space. On a quiet day in April 2025, a discovery emerged that could rewrite what it means to be alive. NASA revealed the latest results from the James Webb Space Telescope. And what they found was not ordinary. It was evidence. Not vague, not imagined, but powerful, persistent, and deeply puzzling. Evidence that life may already exist beyond Earth. Evidence that something is stirring, on a planet far beyond our reach. A planet called K218b. It circles a small red star in the Leo constellation. Roughly 124 light-years from Earth. That's over 700 trillion miles into the void. And yet, somehow, its signal reached us. This world may not be silent after all. Its atmosphere carries a chemical breath, a possible signature of life. The gas is known as dimethyl sulfide. Here on Earth, it's produced almost entirely by living things. By tiny ocean-dwelling organisms. By the quiet workings of life beneath the waves. And what made this discovery breathtaking was not just the presence of this molecule, but its concentration. Over 1,000 times stronger than anything found on Earth. A biological fingerprint, pressed into the air of an alien world. And yet, only barely visible in the faint starlight that reaches us. To understand this, we must go back to where it began. The first signs didn't come from Webb. They came from Kepler. In 2015, the Kepler Space Telescope scanned a patch of sky, searching for subtle dimmings of light. The telltale sign of a planet passing in front of its star. Among its findings was a strange, distant planet, larger than Earth. Heavier. Orbiting a cool red dwarf. It was named K218b. At the time, we knew almost nothing. Just that it existed. A shadow crossing a distant star. But with each passing year, the mystery grew. In 2017, another eye turned toward it. NASA's Spitzer telescope. It confirmed that K218b was in the habitable zone. Not too hot. Not too cold. The temperature just right for liquid water. Then, from Earth, astronomers used the HARPS spectrograph in Chile. They measured its mass, its density. And something became clear: this planet might be a water. Space is not empty. It is not silent. It is a vast and breathing cathedral of time and matter. A cosmic ocean with no shore. Where stars are born in clouds of fire, and galaxies drift like leaves on a windless sea. Beyond the warmth of our sun, the universe stretches, cold, infinite, and untamed. Each point of light you see in the sky is not a star. Some are galaxies, billions of stars locked in spiral arms. Others are remnants, dead suns, collapsed into darkness. And some are mysteries, still unnamed. Our world is one dot on one spiral arm of one galaxy. The Milky Way, a disk of light 100,000 light-years wide. And yet it is only one of perhaps 2 trillion galaxies. Each one a kingdom. each one a mystery. Each one brimming with worlds that have never seen sunlight. When we send telescopes into the void, we are not just looking out. We are looking back. Light from the nearest star takes years to reach us. From distant galaxies, it takes billions. To look deep into space is to look into the past. Somewhere in that frozen light are ancient collisions, galaxies tearing into each other like waves crashing. Black holes dancing in spirals, twisting space-time into knots. Planets forming in dust rings, long before Earth existed. And still, there is more. Space folds. Space stretches. In some theories, it even branches, like roots growing in dimensions we cannot see. Some physicists believe the universe is not alone. That ours is but one bubble in a foaming sea of realities. A multiverse. Where every possibility plays out. Where another version of you stares into a different sky, asking the same questions. In this vastness, planets are born constantly. In nurseries of light and shadow, where gravity shapes chaos into harmony. Some planets orbit twin suns, two dawns rising together. Others dance alone in the dark, rogue worlds flung from their systems, drifting through blackness with no star to call home. There are lava worlds, oceans of fire under skies of glass. Ice giants, where winds blow faster than sound. And dead moons, cracked with the scars of ancient impacts. Yet even in these extremes, we now believe life could arise. Because the rules of Earth do not bind the cosmos. Life may breathe methane. Or swim through liquid nitrogen. It may never crawl from the ocean. Or it may fly on wings of plasma in magnetic storms. And perhaps, somewhere in a distant spiral arm, there is a world where intelligence rose millions of years before us. They may have watched the birth of our sun. Heard our first radio cries in the dark. And wondered, are we alone? Just as we wonder. Because the silence of the stars may not be silence at all. Just distance. Just time. And maybe, just maybe, the first answer came from K218b. A breath across the void. A whisper in the hydrogen winds. Not a shout. But enough to say, we exist. The next step is not fiction. It is observation. Measurement. Proof. Soon, we will launch newer eyes into the dark. Satellites with mirrors larger than dreams.